Howdy, good morning, y'all. I'm just getting up and making coffee. I mean, I've been up for a while. I've been up for about 45 minutes or so. I was watching, y'all don't need to look at my trash. What I did it for, my bad. I was watching my friend GT Jr. Hey, Sue, good morning. Hey, Mike. I don't know what happened. I think he might have accidentally ended his stream or something. B. Stein, honey, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a clue. I gotta make coffee. Do y'all use these reusable filters? I used to use the paper ones. They're annoying. I mean, they're convenient, but they're annoying to work with, and they're expensive. So I started using this. Anyway, so I'm sitting there in bed, and I was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm actually well rested, but I didn't used to be. Like for like 6. Hey Z, good morning. You have heavy fog too, Sue. Like it's really. I was looking out the window before I got up out of the bed, and it's very low, but it's not all the way to the ground. So like right now, I could technically go out and kiss the sky. Simply just kiss. Hey, Krista. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, I have to let this run for a little while always. Well, first of all, because it's so cold, um, so just keeping the water moving in the well pump out there is a really good idea because it's like 26 degrees right now. 26, yay! Get your summer clothes out, peoples. Just kidding. Anyways, so I'm gonna make some coffee and I'm gonna chat with y'all if y'all mind. Cause you know what? I don't think I've ever even thought about it until now because it's been so long. I went. It was about 8 months where I could not sleep more than 3 hours a night. And I'm telling you right now, I thought I was losing my whole stinking mind. Oh, look, I'm making a mess. Hang on. Let me try to act like I know what I'm doing and make actual coffee, not water all over the floor. Because I made the most intelligent decision, y'all. When we moved here, I decided to tear the house apart and I was trying to make it all fancy. And I had Chad put tile flooring here in the kitchen. It's a whole health hazard. This is just the slipperiest crap, I swear to God. I made a terrible choice. I have made a series of terrible choices. I'm telling you right now. All right. One sec. Now I gotta get the actual coffee in here. Oh my God, I love this stuff. It's this. Oh, sorry, I don't know what y'all can see. It's this stuff called Don Francisco. Um, I mean, nobody ever recommended it or anything. I just really wanted a different Kona coffee, and I tried this, and I really, really like it. Especially because I have 2 cups of coffee a day. The morning time is just like wonderful and warm to me. Same coffee. Sorry, same coffee, but for some reason in the afternoons, which it tastes like a chocolate dessert. I don't know why, but I freaking love it. Anyway. Caffeine was not part of the problem of why I couldn't sleep, y'all. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that experience where you were not able to sleep for any amount of time. Any amount of time. You know, it don't take long. It don't take long, but I got coffee all over my arm. I got coffee all over me. What the world? It don't take long of not getting sleep. And everything starts to go haywire. Everything. All right, y'all. Hold on. Did I turn it on? Yeah. All right. So it's got a brew. Let's go chill. Let's go chill. I'm sorry. It'll only be dark for a minute, y'all. Here we go. You love your iced coffee, Jeremy Briggs. How you doing? Hi there and good morning. You'll take some coffee? Okay. All right. Hey, I'm absolutely down with it. I'll share. I got no problem with that, y'all. No problem at all. Sorry. Um, so Sunday is the day that, oh damn, I gotta go in the living room and get them too. Sunday is the day that I re-up everybody's vitamins, which I mean, I don't joke about this. And oh yeah, my bathroom's a whole mess. We're gonna be getting in here in December, or damn, it is December. Oh yeah, it's December. We're gonna get in here, I think right around the 25th, and actually I have no flooring in my bathroom. This is part of the what the hell did I do when we moved in here? This bathroom, there was a big tub over here, and I was like, that looks awful. Ripped it out, ripped all the flooring out, and now it's just subflooring in here. But hey, listen. I put this like work mats and yoga mats down, so look, I just did what I could do because I lost my mind. It was right after we moved out here. We well, what was the first thing that happened that when we moved out here that really threw me for a whole loop was that the well went dry. We were here for like 2 weeks. It was I don't know, it was 105 degrees every day, it seemed like, for weeks. And the dang well went dry. I was like, you gotta be kidding me with this. Wait, what did I get? I'm gonna have to get this pill box, y'all. My bad. Um, 2 cups. Oh yeah, Krista, only 2 cups. You think you have 5 or 6 a day? Oh no, if I was drinking 5 or 6 coffees a day, I would be having palpitations. Now I used to drink a lot of coffee. Like I used to live on coffee. But again, that didn't have anything to do with the fact that I couldn't sleep. It did help me to not be able to sleep, but that was not never the cause of it. Sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. Everybody's asleep except for me, which is always that's nothing new. I promise. Ow, shit! There's a big table right there. My bad. Sorry. I just gotta find the pill boxes. I don't even know what I did with my pill box. I think it's in my room. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not entirely with it yet, y'all. It's early in the morning. I just woke up like 45 minutes ago or so. Okay, only two. Yeah, no, I could. There's no way. There's no way. Sue, hold on. No, you only drink instant coffee. Oh, sweetie. Mike, you drink. Oh my God. That's a lot. 3 32-ounce thermoses of coffee a day? No way. You drink instant too, Krista? Mm-mm. Hey, Adam Kempster. No, I do not like instant coffee. But that's largely due to the fact that when I was growing up, the only instant coffee I even knew anything about was stinking Sanka. Anybody else remember Sanka? I guess it's been a long time since I heard anybody even speak about that stuff. Um, Decaf, right? Oh, I want to know that. Can you please shout out about your subscribe to Adam Kempster? You absolutely can. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. You've taken to cold brew. Really, Mark? I cannot. Hey, Village Food. I cannot get with the cold brew coffee. I don't know why. It's like it screws with my brain. Like that dang. You know that cotton candy grape. Okay, that messes with my brain, right? Because it's this firm, juicy little piece of fruit, but it tastes like candy. So then iced coffee, I think, in my brain is like, it's supposed to be warm. Coffee's supposed to be warm, but then like, that's cold. I don't know. It's something in my brain. I have such a hard time dealing with that. Zombies? Do I think there's even a possibility? What? Huh? I don't know what all that means, zombies. I tell you this. I was regularly trying anyway to be a part of this whole society thing that's going on, and it made me sick. I was sick. I was sick. I was damn disabled. I was laid up in the bed. It was ridiculous. Now I know that everything's possible. Everything's within in your reach, and everything is within your control. So I hope that answers your question. Because honest to goodness, I do not even understand what your question was. Hey, Mr. Terry, good morning, sir. How you doing? You need your go-go juice caffeinated, Mike? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I need mine too. Same for you. You used to drink 2 or 3 pots a day, oh crap, Krista. See, that's how I grew up, though. That is exactly. I don't know about you, but yeah, that's how I grew up. Like my parents lived on coffee. All that. I started drinking coffee. I was like 7 years old. I had no business drinking coffee, but everybody drank coffee. And I don't know, my parents didn't necessarily know what was the smartest things, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they were just trying. You're getting coffee? I love that, Krista. I'm going to get mine in a minute. Aw, thank you, Con. You think I'm looking beautiful? To each their own. You remember Sanka, Christy? Kristen? Christy. What the heck? Aw, thank you, Con. That's sweet. Greeny Joe. Hi, honey. How are you doing? How are you? How are you? Happy good morning. Y'all, it's so foggy outside. Hi, good morning, Yuri Blanco. It's so foggy. I'm like, you know what? I might not even be the one that does the chickens today. And honest to goodness, though, I do deserve a break. I'm not being a butthead about it. But this has been a hard week. Y'all, I'm so sick of Amazon freaking Prime. I'm so sick of it. This, because my son, he works at the warehouse, one of the warehouses. And so we have no choice but to get up really early. So I get up at 4 o'clock every morning during the stupid Prime season. I am freaking exhausted. And then just, just to make things even more aggravating to me, Chad has been sick with some kind of something. PMC, hey, good morning, my friend. Don't be sick of Amazon Prime. Listen, they're working my son to death. And so they're working me to death kind of sort of too. But then, and like I said, with Chad being sick, so I had to do so many of the things, which is fine. That's part of new information, really and truly. Like, I only learned this over the last handful of years. Part of being in a good, working, successful relationship is knowing shit's gonna change. It's gonna change. Sometimes I have more ability to, or I feel like I can do. I'm more capable. I'm more available. Sometimes Chad's more available. So it's just a. See, I used to think things stayed one way all the time, and that's just how it was supposed to be, and that's not at all. That's not. There's gotta be some give and take. It's a dance. It's a dance. Relationships are. They really, truly are. What in the name of Jesus? People, come on. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. I love you no matter how idiotic you're going to act up here, but then you're going to get blocked. And see, here's the thing. We could have been friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Anyway, my mods are fierce, and Mike is in here. He don't play. He's the bouncer that never let anybody in. Never. Vegemite. Oh, really? That's Brewer's waste? I can't get with that stuff, man. The smell of it. I want to, though. Because I always thought I was actually supposed to be an Aussie. But there's some things. I'm like, oh, I cannot get with that. That smells really bad. I just... Oh yeah, Granny Joe. I don't know. Y'all, all the mods can block people too. It's spent brewer's yeast. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that sounds horrifying. But the reason that I wanted to like Vegemite is because that damn song. What is it? And I'll give you a Vegemite sandwich. I come from the land down under. Oh, yeah, that thing. I don't know why. I just was like, oh, cool, Vegemite. Oh, that sounds really good in Australian to me. And I really wanted to be an Australian. In fact, for the longest time, the instructions within my family were when I died, that my ashes were to be taken and strewn about the coast of the Gold Coast of Australia, somewhere like that. Now I'm like, I don't care what y'all do. I don't want a funeral. This is nonsense. When I'm done, y'all, please live on. Don't do none of that. I don't need none of that done. I mean, but go to Australia. That place looks freaking awesome. You're listening to Rock having I'm getting ready to go get my coffee. Proud. It's in there brewing. And then I gotta fill my peel boxes here. There's one more. And that's a pain in the butt when you're doing all these. Because look, we don't play. This goes in our. We do a lot of vitamins, and they change a little bit, not too much, but they change a little bit. It depends on the needs or the requirements. Like, we don't eat a lot of seafood. We should eat a lot of seafood. We're not that far from the stinking ocean, but honest to goodness, there's hardly any seafood available around here, and I have no experience, like, other than Oh, and it sounds fancy, other than doing some fish on papillote, which is just wrapped in paper. I don't know how to damn cook seafood, so my parents never ate seafood. I didn't. Well, other than we used to go to this place. Oh, we did. We went to this place. Y'all, there was this restaurant. It's so amazing. I got to talk about it because I just remembered it. I was poor. I grew up super poor, but I had the most amazing ninth birthday. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. There was a place here called Family Fish House here in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area, which is where I was living at that time. And this y'all gonna think I'm lying. I swear to you, I'm not lying. This was a minute ago. They had at Family Fish House. They would have Friday night all you can eat Alaskan king crab legs for $9.99, and I got to get that for my ninth birthday. My parents took me to Family Fish House, and I got to get those. It was the most amazing thing, and I don't know why I just had that memory, but I'm really glad I got to share it with y'all. Joe, you used to have a old healer. Hold on. You used to have an old healer named Blue. You would have to have a mind as he was mean as hell and cat quick. I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Are you talking about a blue healer dog? I'm gonna go get my coffee. Do you still live in Hampton? No, I moved out just outside of Hampton Roads. Now it's crazy. I know. What the hell? You can get like one Alaskan king crab leg, and it's like $30. That's freaking crazy. Also, though, in my mind, it feels to me like I probably ate 2 or 3 plates of Alaskan king crab legs, but in reality, as an adult, I have had Alaskan king crab legs, and I'm telling you, there's no way I ate a whole one. There's no way. Those things are freaking huge. King crabs, like more. Oh, that's wow. That is wow. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, look at all the trolls in the chat. Look, so many of you would benefit so highly from just adding. Oh, damn it. Let me get the right bottle so you'll know. I promise you, though, if you're angry and looking for a fight or just wanting to argue with somebody, you really need to work on your B vitamins. Look, a bioavailable complete B vitamin complex will help your brain to calm the fuck down. That's right. Good morning. I said the word. I'm sorry, y'all. Hi. I'm going to go get my coffee now. This is starting to annoy me, and I don't even have to see what these people are saying because y'all are so awesome. My mods are the greatest. All right, I'm going to get some coffee. I smell it. Ooh, it's so ready. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I turned doing coffee into like this whole ritualistic thing. I got issues, but it's one of my great joys in life is the morning coffee. All right, a little Uzi turbinado sugar. I'm so sorry, by the way, y'all. All y'all, my peoples. I'm so sorry I dropped the F-bomb, but you know, I love everybody, but damn, y'all, get a life. This is just ridiculous, and it's Sunday. Have you no shame? Well, you probably don't remember a bunch of these young people coming in here that need B vitamins and stop eating Doritos. Damn, that's what's making me crazy, probably. Y'all don't remember. There used to be a thing called Blue Laws. Like on Sundays, we had the whole world. I do miss that part of being young. I do. I very much miss Blue Laws. I remember no matter what, families always hung out together on Sundays because there was nothing else to do. Nothing. I miss that part. The world's so convenient now. Anyway, so the whole not being able to sleep thing, because I don't want to leave you hanging. It was just B1. I had no idea. I had no clue that stinking vitamin played such a role in sleep. But more importantly, I had no idea that sugar is what depletes it. And I pretty much used to live on sugar. Pretty much. Not anymore. Alright, I only use heavy creamer in my coffee, y'all. I do like creamer in my coffee, but I want it to be fat-filled. And I don't care about my weight. Because your weight doesn't matter. It means nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing. It has no indication of how healthy you are or not. And everybody's body has an ideal weight. And it does not match that insurance scale of height and weight. I'm just saying. What vitamin? Oh, vitamin B1. B1 gets depleted by processing sugars and carbs. And also, it has a lot to do with your hippocampus. So, anyways, when I started adding B1, now I add the whole B complex, by the way, much better choice. But when I started adding B1, I finally started to get sleep. And I'm telling you, I was so close to like psychosis because of lack of sleep. It was crazy. I can't believe how long I went um, not being able to sleep. But you know, and then another thing that I did that was so freaking stupid was I would spend so much of my not able to sleep hours watching TV, and mainly it was like true crime crap. So that didn't help at all. I'm telling you, when you watch a lot of true crime, everything is suspect. Everything is suspect. Vegemite is right. So I mean, good to know. That's funny because another thing. Well, shoot, what's it even called? There's these little, I know, oh, yeast flakes, which is amazing if you want to make something taste cheesy, but you don't have cheese available. It's incredibly rich in B vitamins. So I used to put it on popcorn because it makes it taste like cheese popcorn, even though it's not. But then I used to make our dog food before Zeus passed. And B1 is something that, or those B vitamins in general are something that they don't get a lot of. So I would put that in his dog food that we made. Okay, hold on one sec. Oh wow, people, y'all are actually talking about this. Is awesome. Weight do matter. I'm saying that because I'm no, sweetie, no, pet X, honey. I used to be fat as hell, fat. But conversely, I've also been skinny like a crackhead, and I wasn't, but that's what it looked like. I was very. I'm telling you, my whole life has been just a seesaw of one extreme to another extreme. And your weight doesn't matter. When I say your weight doesn't matter, I mean that should not be your focus. Your focus should not be your weight. Your focus should be how you feel. And most of us don't even have a clue what feeling good feels like. I know I didn't. I really didn't. And I was like 53 and a half years old the first time I ever felt like good without a drug of some sort. And I mean, there's lots of things people use as drugs, and that's just facts. I'm so sorry, Mike. You've been busy as crap this morning. B12 is really important. Yes, Krista. B12 is another one. So I had body-wide tendonitis. I had this crap. I can't think of what it's called, but it's between your ribs. Even that connective tissue, it was so inflamed, and I was in so much pain. And then I was supposed to have carpal tunnel surgery. Thank God I didn't, because all of that was due to the lack of B12, Krista. And I have to personally take a lot more B12 than maybe some other people will. And if it's not a methylated B12, it doesn't work. And I didn't used to know that. So this has been, my God, it's been like being deaf, blind, and stupid, and trying to figure everything out, because the way I learned about human health and eating, that was wrong. It didn't do a thing for no. Well, it did. It made me a consumer in the system, and I couldn't get out of it. I'm not in it now. Hold on, let me put this up. We'll go sit down. The B12 thing, I tried. I was just freaking desperately trying all the things for so long, y'all. I tried being a vegan. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, I am not a good vegan. No, I'm not a nice person if I am not able to eat animal products. If you are, good for you. But I got to be honest with you. I think it's a terrible idea. I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I didn't understand the biology of human bodies. Man, you can only go so long without like proper protein, because you're an animal. I don't give a shit what you think. You're an animal. You're a red-blooded animal. You need animal products in order to be healthy. Like I said, I tried all that. I was a vegetarian for a while, and then I was a vegan. And then, oh my gosh, I can promise you, my family was like, "Oh, somebody needs to get this lady some meat because she's crazy as hell." Because I was. You love keeping fit and eating healthy, proud. Well, I mean, but you know about it, and you being a gardener, um, because you're always out there, you're in nature. That's a whole life I didn't know anything about. I mean, I honestly thought outside was dirty, dirty. But I'm serious, y'all. I was here with chickens. I was here at least 7 months. It was probably longer than 7 months. I couldn't even eat them chicken eggs because they weren't bleached and perfect. That's why I was like, no, it's coming out of a chicken's butt. Oh my God, I had to unlearn so much. JDEC, yes, sweetheart, you're welcome. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all, RLS. Oh, restless leg syndrome will kick your butt, right? That's a whole other, it's B1. It's a lack of B1, and those muscles just constantly fire because they're misfiring. Like, that's, why didn't I know that? And when I first started discovering this stuff, I was angry and I was like, well, why didn't my doctor know that? Okay, y'all don't be mad at doctors. It's not their fault. They're not taught this stuff. They're just not taught it. Why? Because it doesn't support the business model. Think about it. If you can fix yourself with food, if you can fix yourself with vitamins, you're not coming back. You're not. You're just not going to be that repeat customer. Right, we got to walk through darkness again. Hold on. Like I said, everybody else here is asleep. Oh, and I'm very excited because my father-in-law is going to be coming after the first of the year to come and visit again. That's that's a really good thing. I love that because for the longest time we couldn't have anybody come by. I could shoot. I was scared to get packages delivered for the longest time because our dog Zeus, he was a border collie. He was wonderful most of the time, and then there was the other Zeus. Mm. He would lose it, and then he suddenly wasn't Zeus anymore, and he would bite people. He bit me 5 times. I mean, violent bites. So I couldn't understand what was going on. And I know a lot of people would be like, "Oh, put him down." Yeah, you didn't know him like I knew him. Yes, I know I sound like an abused victim, but that is what it is. You really didn't know him. I promise you. He had a brain tumor, and sometimes he snapped into this whole other thing, and he wasn't him anymore. So anyway, Eugene, you were Mike. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You've been working your butt off. You were fat, but thankfully you've been eating right and exercising. I think that's important. See, I'm starting to learn how to do some exercising again, but honestly, I've been building up my endurance. I used to be a freaking weightlifter. I used to do all kinds of things. It's nothing like the life that I fell into, y'all. Um, but for my body anyway, I found that really all I need to do is get up and move. But being able to get up and move, that was such a problem for such a long time. Um, and that was because I was depleted on a whole lot of vitamins, as I was alluding to. I mean, a lot of us are, and we don't realize that we are. But anyways, once I started moving, my body started doing what it needed to do. But I used to literally diet all the time, and Lord, I've done every stinking exercise fad. I ain't doing it no more. I'm not, because my body has so much more rebuilding to do. I'm not gonna hurt myself. Mike. So, Mike says, 2 rude comments get you booted. 1 if you're annoying. I love that. Hey, the Mandan. Hi, good morning. How you doing? It's okay. Did I see what? No, I didn't see what you said about the chicken bones. What the heck? Hold on. Let me see. Your landlord teasing you about your Vegemite weights too. You still to eat Vegemite? Oh, you're so sweet, so sweet. Let me see. I'm trying to find the. Oh, it must have been a long time ago. Hold on. Oh, there. You're making. Oh, you're making chicken stock from bones. What you? You will be, Krista. You saw that video. Listen, if you want to know every way not to make homemade bone meal, I did a video. I'm telling you right now. Oh my gosh, Kristen, that was terrible. That was so awful. And they were all like beef and pork bones, and it smelled so bad. It was so bad. I'll never do it again. Ever, not like that. I'll do it outside. Actually, next time maybe I'll boil the bones and stuff. I didn't do that part. And apparently boiling the bones takes that funk ass smell out of it. Because man, it was so bad. It was just so bad. You used to have to get weekly B12 injections, Krista. You don't have to do that anymore? I hope you don't. Mike, you want to make bone broth? No, you do. Oh, you make bone broth? Really? Weekly? Mike. Wow, I did not know. That's awesome. That, excuse me, y'all. Bone broth is such a powerhouse of nutrition. It's amazing. I didn't used to know that. And then I started learning how to make bone broth, which honestly, thank God for YouTube because that's how I learned. And when I was still like really depleted, before I even could realize, I hadn't realized yet what exactly was going on. I would make that bone broth, and I just would get the worst craving for it, and I would suck down a whole cup of it, and it would be like freaking life. I did not know why. Well, that's why. Yeah, yeah. King the bag. Hi there. What's up? Good morning. What's up? I'm up. I'm having my coffee. I'm just talking with my friends about how I went through a very decent chunk of time where I could not sleep longer than 3 hours a night, and I was literally going crazy. I mean, literally going crazy. Like I couldn't make the most simple decisions. It got so bad I didn't even recognize. Like, I'd be walking along, and all of a sudden be like, oh my god, I gotta pee like now. Like I should have known that 5, 10 minutes ago, but my brain was not functioning properly. It was awful. Proud. Have a great day ahead. You need to get your day started. Stay safe and blessed. You too, sir. Have a good day. What am I talking about right now? All the things. Just had to injure. Hold on, Newton Colton. Aww. Newton. Honey. Breathe. Advice for dealing with a lost love. Breathe. Really, truly. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Um, I don't know the details of it, but just really the best thing that you can do is be nice and good and honorable to yourself. Be extra kind to yourself, actually, because you're going to need that little bit of soothing there. Um, I don't have a whole lot of advice for that because it's just going to take time, and that sucks. It's a sucky answer. Time heals all wounds. I don't know if that's true. There's a lot of truth in it. I don't know if it's an entirely true statement, but also it's a sucky statement. It's just shitty advice, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All I can tell you is that there's a lot of other people out here who love and care about you, and we don't have to have met you, and we want you to have nothing but good things happen in your life. Maybe there's a chance it could work out in the end. Maybe right now is your holding pattern time, but just love yourself right now, honey. Just love yourself. You often use your Instapot, Krista, to make as well, but you'll use a large roast. I need to get myself a stinking roaster. I love my Instapot so much, it's almost always in use. I mean, seriously, that thing right there is probably the single most handy tool I have ever had. It's more handy than my KitchenAid mixer, which I feel amazing about. Thank goodness I have that thing. But I'm telling you right now, oh, that Instant Pot. I need a bunch of. An Instant Pot bean cooking is awesome, especially if you cannot seem to stay at the stove long enough to not boil your beans over. I do that. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Hi, Khalil, you're not my neighbor. Nah, because that's not how he spells his name anyway. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No. And that. No, it wouldn't be. No. Okay. So I couldn't sleep because of insomnia. Well, okay. So I couldn't sleep because of insomnia. And then the restless legs developed. I mean, and I didn't know that it had anything to do with the other thing. At the time, I was still seeing doctors. Y'all, I don't see doctors anymore at all. At all. I don't carry insurance. You'll never see me at a drugstore getting any kind of medication off the shelf ever again. I learned some stuff. Everything I need grows in my yard, pretty much. That it really does. It does. So I don't do that anymore. But the replacement of the B1 stopped the RLS, and I knew it was going to do that. But I did not know that it was also going to help with all the sleep and stuff. So it was after it started to do its thing, and I started getting sleep again, and my brain started functioning more properly again. That's when I realized what was going on, and I just started becoming my own health detective. I mean, seriously, so much of what's going on in the world. This is just my opinion, y'all. I'm not a medical doctor. God, you couldn't pay me enough money to do that job. And this isn't medical advice. This is my life experience. What I came to understand is virtually all human disease and mental health issues are driven by this crappy ass food, and we don't realize it. It's full of stuff that does things that you wouldn't believe. You would not believe, but it's not good stuff. And I'm a product of the 70s and the 80s, and the 80s was probably the most intense marketing campaign of my developing life. And in the 80s, we were taught that fat is bad, sugar-free is great, and that your body can't tell the difference between things. A calorie is a calorie. That's a lie. A steak calorie is not the same as a calorie from a Snickers. I don't give a shit what they tell you. That's a lie. It's an absolute lie. Anyway, just so all that crap, I learned all that crap. It was all wrong. It was all every bit of it was wrong, and then I ended up riddled with diseases, multiple diseases, and unable to do things for a time. Then I started figuring it out, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. So many people can feel so much better. I had no idea it was so hard to share the information with people, though. So true, Peach. Our doctors don't tell us that. It's best to, yeah. If you can see a naturopath, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Even better, if you can afford to see a functional medical doctor, that is the absolute ideal. Absolute ideal, because they test all the things, and they really approach health from a nutrition standpoint. Because functional doctors, they are taught nutrition, but it's a separate, see, it's a separate thing. And that was something I didn't know. I thought, for the longest time, I thought, oh well, if it's important, my doctor will know. And if this is what humans need, my doctor will know. Well, I did not know. No, they don't get taught that. They get like 1 hour, 1 credit hour of nutrition education, and typically it's in their first year of medical school. So if it's not something they're personally interested in, then they don't learn that. And listen, I was so angry at the doctors for so long, when all this started to come about, and frankly, actually before it started coming about, because the last time I saw a doctor, um, it was a GP. I've been seeing her for years, and she came in the room after I had been sitting in there probably 40 minutes or so, and asked me how I was doing, and I said I'm not doing well. I said I'm sick and effing tired of being in pain all the time. I just want answers. And well, she threatened me with putting me out of the building, and I was like, okay, I can't do this no more. Because apparently using the F word is aggressive. People, stop being so damn sensitive. Just stop it. Stop. Oh, God, this whole world has gotten out of hand. I'm like, really? So what? I said, girl, that don't mean, and I'm not trying to start a fight. It's just a word. Like, I don't mean anything by it. But anyway, um, when I first of all, when I watched her react to the, like, I didn't even move. I'm sitting on this bench in there, the exam table thing, and like I'm like this is a descriptive word, lady. If I wanted to beat her ass, trust and believe she'd have had her ass beat. It wasn't about that. I was just frustrated, and I just wanted answers, and I was never getting real answers. I was just getting different prescriptions. So I was so sick and tired of it. So I started figuring it out for my own stinking self, and it was instinctual or accidental, I don't know, but I started looking at things like the ingredients of my bread, and I started having to look up what the ingredients were, because I was like, I don't know what that is. I can't say that word. I can't identify that word. They do not sell that at the store. That's when I started really questioning the foodstuffs. And then I realized, by reading even the seasonings, y'all, even seasonings. I had I forget exactly which one it was, but I did a short about it. It had vegetable oil in it, in a seasoning mix, in a shaker. And I'm like, something about this ain't right. Also, vegetable oil is not something that anybody should put in their mouth. Vegetable oil is fake, fake, fake. It's not human at all. It's great lamp oil. It's a wonderful fire starter, but it is not for the human body. This crap really gums up the works. The body does not know what to do with it, and it attaches to cells in our body called mitochondrial cells, which are what produces energy in our bodies. And it stops them from being able to produce energy. And it takes approximately 3 years for your body to get that shit out. So trust and believe, baby, those French fries are not worth it. Look, I'm telling you, I have learned so much stuff, y'all. I had no idea. No idea. But I went from being laid up and not being able to think straight and all those things to, for the most part, being able to function. It's really good. I mean, I can get up and get around every day. I sleep at night. I get up with the sun, sometimes before the sun. I go to bed at night when it's dark. It's the things that we're supposed to do. And I thought, oh my gosh, that can't be that simple. Holy crap. Yeah, it is that simple. It absolutely is that simple. We need to move our bodies and get outside. The food needs to be real. Medicines should come from plants. And this is my opinion. It's just and all my medicine comes from plants, and then, some of the supplements, which are even supplements. That was a whole other, like, we're a rabbit hole, because I thought, oh, okay, I'll just go to the store and buy vitamins. Well, nope, because not everything in the store in a vitamin bottle is actually good for you. I was tripping out. I just like this whole system is like a freaking bait and switch thing. It was annoying. But anyway, we can we can do better if we want to feel better. First of all, we need to start asking some really, really important questions, uncomfortable questions, questions that your doctor is not going to be able to answer. And that's when you really got to start, in my opinion, you have to start being a real, true detective for yourself and a champion for yourself. And also, everybody is a little bit different. Mike's Chaotic Gardening, every time I have ever mentioned MSG, Mike says, but it occurs naturally. And he's not wrong. It does. It does. It's not anywhere near the same, but like my reaction to MSG is pretty severe. Your reaction to MSG might not be as severe, but I stand by this. You shouldn't drink. You shouldn't eat that crap. You just shouldn't. When it occurs in nature, it's in a very mild level, and it's not concentrated. That concentrated crap, it's bad for you. But again, your reaction might not be the same as my reaction. These are, we have differences in our bodies, believe it or not. We can't all be treated exactly the same way. We can't all eat the same thing and do exactly the same thing and all be in exactly the same state of health. It's just not how it works. But nobody needs to live on Doritos and hot dogs. That's not food. It's just not food. I don't care what anybody says. It's freaking not food. Good evening, dear mom. Lee, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Mike, you're quick. Oh, Mike is on it. Krista, Mike don't play with trolls. He's like, I ain't got time for this crap. Nope. Exercise is the best medicine. Movement is great medicine, but food is the real medicine. But it has to be real food. And it's not even medicine. See, the thing is this. I don't know, medicine's fake. Actual medicine is fake chemical crap that, in my opinion, very rarely should ever, have anything to do with the human body. Because like we have fantastic emergency medical care here in this country, and surgeries, for the most part, they're real good. It's the everyday, the health management. That's some bullshit. Ain't nobody managing anybody's health. This is symptom management. This is just working us through the system, like standing in a line to get in a roller coaster. That we're all in that same line when we're in the system. And I'm like, I'm not doing this crap anymore. I'm just not doing it anymore. No more. And you know what, y'all? Thank goodness too. But we save so much money not having to do this. Just my insurance premiums alone were absolutely freaking crazy. I don't have to have health insurance. Like this, there's no need for that. You should not be in a relationship with a doctor on a regular basis. I mean, unless you have some disease that, it actually is genetic, and there's very few diseases that are actually genetic. There's 10% of the diseases on the planet are actually passed through genetics. All the other stuff is genetics that get turned on by all this fake shit that we are exposed to. Facts. It's just how it is. So I don't think that we necessarily even understand sometimes how things are going on. But it's okay. We can do better. I swear. I swear we can. If I could feed the world a steak, oh gosh, it would help so much. It would help so, so much. Um, hey, Rice. Good morning to you, dear. How you doing? Aw, who'd you meet? Who did you meet? Who was hidden? Oh, you go ahead. Do you think, Krista? I don't know who. I'm so glad y'all dealt with that. Of course, you saw that video, girl. That video with the bone meal was crazy. Oh, I would never ever do that again. Crushing the bones is way easier when they're hot. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't need to get shots now? Oh, that's wonderful, honey. Lots of the trolls use the same old lame comments. Uh, Linu, something. Hi there, how you doing? So easy to spot, right? 67. I don't know what that means. No, I did not see that yet, Krista. Honey, I'm so sorry. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's hard for me to catch everybody's stuff in December, especially. I'm exhausted with this 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. schedule. It's hard. And we do have Wednesdays and Sundays where we don't have to, but as you can clearly see, here I am up and awake anyway. I'm not actually doing anything yet, but girl, I'm just tired. I will watch it though. You got a whole reno done. Girl, I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. Yay! It's starting to move, you say? Okay. What about Botox? Lord Thomas Taylor, I think Botox is idiotic. It's dumb. Don't shoot this shit in your body. It's dumb. Any kind of line filler. I think cosmetic surgery is really stupid. But I think that now, when I was younger, I didn't necessarily think that. Now I'm like, wait, you have no idea. You literally just don't have any idea what a huge impact these decisions that we make about our body younger at a younger age in our life, how it's going to impact you later. And for what? For what? So you look hot? For what? Because if people are with you because of how you look, that is not what you need in your life. You need people to be a part of your life because they care about you and who you are as a person. If all they care about is how you look, then I think that's devaluing you, letting people be around you because that's what they're there for. Honey, how much less expensive are you going to mark your own personal price down to? Don't do that to yourself. My opinion. My opinion. I think we have pretty high standards for ourselves and with ourselves so that we don't allow ourselves to be treated badly and don't allow ourselves to be exposed to people who don't deserve to be around us, frankly. We don't. Okay. 67 is old when adults know the meme is over. I don't know what that means either, Mike. I want to know, though. See, I want to know what the heck that means. Like, I missed the joke, but sometimes I do, y'all. That's part. I am autistic, just in case y'all don't know. I am autistic sometimes. Sometimes I miss some of those little things. Jordan. Ew. That sounds nasty, Jordan. I don't even want to say that. You know what, though? That's so sad. So many people in the world are so basic, their brains are so hijacked and so hopped up that the only kind of thing that gets through at all is crazy stuff like that. That's crazy. That's nasty. Might as well say what's up. What? Don't yuck his young. Oh, Mike, you funny ass. Air fry everything. Um, okay, RXS. I don't air fry anything at all. I think if you want a fried food, you should fry it in beef tallow. Grass-fed, grass-finished beef tallow. It does not cause heart disease. It does not do any of the things that they freaking told you. What it will do is help your brain function better. It really will. Like, I couldn't even believe all the things that I've thought. Listen, y'all, it's all bullcrap. The mainstream line of information across the board is just bullcrap. It's completely just not true. It's just not true. Fair. Jordan says fair. Jordan, that was really nasty. I'm so sorry you had to see that. That's just nasty. Krista, you've got so many frozen chicken bones that you have no choice but to use the roaster. Oh, that's pretty cool though. Um, who was the first person that I seen? Meg at Holler Homestead. She's the first person that I saw that had one of those countertop roasters, and I was like, wow. Apparently, you can cook a turkey in it. I don't eat turkey either, but I'm just saying it's a big bird. I don't eat poultry at all anymore. But I don't eat poultry at all because I have a relationship with chickens and I'm an empath and I'm autistic and I'm so many weird things. I mean, I just can't. I can't. I did try after I got into this relationship with chickens, and as I'm trying to like, and my favorite was always thighs. I love me some thigh meat and legs. But every time I went to like try to take a bite of chicken after getting to know them, all their poor little cute little runs and stuff was in my head, and it just interferes. I just can't do it. But then also um for some reason it just kind of makes sense to me that when my body is in such a state of disrepair, that what I need to be giving it is things that look more like my stuff. So if I'm eating red meat, that looks more like what I'm trying to get my body to be able to repair. There's not a little bit of nothing in my body that looks like chicken meat. So that's kind of like my logic, which it might not be logical, but it's the logic that I used. You love your air fryer, Krista. I have an air fryer out in the Connex that if somebody wants it, that you're happy to it. Alicia, hey, auntie. Hydroxyzine. What the hell is hydroxyzine, Alicia? That's funny because you call me auntie, and I actually have a niece whose last name is Powell. So, um, Yes, this is not medical advice. Absolutely do your own I mean really do your own research. Please do your own research. Consult your own professionals. Hopefully, if you're not feeling well, hopefully you have access to a naturopath or a functional medical doctor. I hope that you do. And I mean for general unwell feelings, not for disease control or anything, y'all, that's a whole other kettle of fish. You know, when diseases start to occur, in my opinion, not medical advice, not, but in my opinion, um, your body has been trying to deal with some imbalances for so long that it's just gotten out of hand to the point where you have to have some kind of intervention. And what kind? I don't know. If you're my friend and I know you personally, I'm sure I'll give you some advice, but I can't just openly advise. No. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mike. You know what? Hold on, sir. Let me see if I can do something with that too. I'm pinning that shit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sue, your youngest is going for cataract surgery on the. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. You heard Krista. Stay on topic. Curly Eastbourne, naturopath is the real word for doesn't understand real medicine at all. Um, Real medicine doesn't understand humans at all. Fact. You agree, comment, but the person named back. I know, I hate it when people come in with these like horrifying little names. When you know, yeah. So I know. Some of these names, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How did that not get flagged immediately? Christina Shannon, hi there. Good morning. You can't eat anything that has MSG in it. Yeah, I can't eat. I don't I actually don't. I don't eat. I don't eat outside of my home at all anymore. And I know that sounds like a lot, but honest to God, if you were where I was, you would be like, oh, okay, girl, you do your thing, protect yourself. I I was in such a bad state, but now my body is in a state of repair, and there's not any toxins in it. So it's like I have a real high toxin detection going on in here now because the tiniest little bit of some of the crap, and I mean I start to feel the difference. It'll affect how my gut functions. It'll affect my ability to think because brain fog on this crap. Oh God, I just cannot even. So I feel your pain there. How about true olive oils? You're not using Teflon pans, JF Enterprise. Oh, good, good for you. Yeah, we have no nonstick pans anymore. I used to. I didn't know any better. I really didn't. I had all the toxic everything, so I had that. We were using plastic everything. Shh. It was so bad. I used to use plastic in the microwave constantly, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand why my plastic was getting all pitted up. Well, I didn't know I was eating that crap. I did not know, y'all. I'm telling you, I was just trying to function through life from one day to the next, and I was basing everything on information that I heard or saw. A lot of it was on TV, and most of it was crap. Honest to goodness, most of it was crap. It was a shock when I realized what a toxic life I was living in the past, and now I don't. I just it's completely different. But olive oil is hard to it's hard to get a real olive oil. That's the issue. So much of this crap is adulterated with freaking lamp oil. I mean, all this vegetable oil, canola oil, all this crap. It's just crap. It's just crap. It's not good for you. So olive oil is difficult. I think people absolutely would benefit from it. It's a great oil, but it's expensive. You can't fry in it. You can't have it up at high temperatures. And then there's the problem of the adulteration. It's just so hard to find actual genuine olive oil. But if you can, oh heck yeah, use that stuff. Use that stuff definitely. But telling you the tallow is something it has so tallow has so many vitamins and it's a bioidentical vitamins. It's stuff that your body needs really badly. I use tallow on my skin now, even though yeah right now I look old as shit. It's early in the morning, it's bad light, and it doesn't matter either. Also, I've lived a hell of a life. I'm telling you though that it makes such a difference to just be more natural or be more human with how you treat your body. um Gosh, I don't live the same as I used to at all. But yeah, it's one thing at a time. You know, you can't change your entire life overnight. I tried that when I discovered the thing with the plastics and putting plastics in microwave. Listen, I got rid of all my plastics, everything, at one time. And then we were eating soup out of damn coffee cups because I didn't have a real bowl. Like I didn't think it through. I just went in the kitchen and got rid of all of it. Um, okay, hang on. Mineral oil. Yeah, mineral oil is a byproduct of petroleum. So are all them fake colors. All the fake colors that all the red, 340, I don't know, yellow, blue, lake green, blah, I don't know, all them damn colors. That's all petroleum too. And for what purpose? I don't know. I don't know. We can't. Yes, you can do better, Garfield. You can do better. Learn how to cook. Number one, you want to feel better if you're an American. Learn how to cook actual food. But that actually, wait, let me back that up. Maybe number one should be find out what real food actually is. Because I'm telling you, so much of us do not know. I promise you, it doesn't come from a restaurant or a drive-through. That is not real food. Not if you're not already in a really good state of health. So that's something I forget to say a lot. Um, I don't know how many people are actually in a really good state of health, but I mean, if you're in a good state of health, your body can probably tolerate a little bit of that. But if you've been living on the standard American diet, that sad shit, for your whole life, and you are feeling low energy, depressed, anxious, fat, can't sleep, got gut issues, um, got problems controlling your anger, even all of these things can be directly linked to the food that is in this system. And I know that that sounds crazy, but I am telling you, this is factual information. It's the ingredients that is in this crap. If you really take a minute and look into it and do some actual research on it, and look, man, don't Google this shit, okay? If you want to actually learn about something, look at Google Scholar. It's its own site, okay? It's its own site. And there is so much information out there, peer reviewed medical research information. It's out there and it's available. What we think the truth is not even close to the truth. And why? It isn't because they are all against us. That's not what it's about. But what it is about is this. Let's just be honest. And again, this is just my opinion on things, but the world is run by industry. We think that it's governments and we think that politics are all of that, but they're not. That's not who runs shit. Who runs shit? It's corporations. They run everything. They run all these governments for the most part. They write regulations, really, is what I'm trying to tell you. So beware. Beware of who the they is that you keep on listening to. Because, honey, baby, they do not have your best interest at heart. They have their pocket linings at heart. That's the sole purpose. For some not necessarily the most human-like people on earth, like, and I mean how they behave. Um, for some people, he who dies with the most is the whole point. And that nothing in that is helpful for a human being. Not at all. Anyway, all right, let me see. We can't do better. That's so sad. Yeah, lots of fillers are in supplements, Krista. That's why I have worked so hard to find and use the supplements that I use because, I'm not running to the store and buying some Centrum freaking Silver. That crap is garbage. There is no, yeah, I said it directly about that's garbage. There is not widely available multivitamin of any brand out there that's worth a crap. I promise you, read the ingredient label. It's going to say calcium carbonate as the first ingredient. That's limestone. That's driveway rock. That's not bioavailable. If you have crushed limestone in your toothpaste, good for you because that's going to give you wonderful, smooth, polished teeth. But if it is in your multivitamin or in your vitamin, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but that's really just packing the weight on into the package. It's not going to help you at all. It just is not. Wow, people, y'all really saying bad things because Mike's thumbs are probably really beat up and tired right now. Don't poisons also occur naturally? Yeah. Like, for instance, ergot poisoning. That can happen naturally too. But that's, being aware and being educated as a human being about what food really is. Okay, and where do we lose that? Let's just go ahead and get into that right now. Where did we lose our ability to identify and cook actual food? Well, I'll tell you where: the breakdown of families. Because where do you learn how to do that? You learn that from your family. Well, you cannot do that when everybody's gone working jobs trying to pay the most ridiculous sized bills for things. This is just nonsense. I'm telling you right now. And then parents have children and they're constantly just waiting for the day that child turns 18. Why do you think that child is grown at 18? Were you grown at 18? Seriously. How much about actual life did you know at 18? That doesn't even make any sense to me. Anyway, Yeah, they can occur naturally, but most of what we're dealing with as a human race is because we are full of toxic crap and we're not aware because it's sold in pretty packages and it tastes freaking awesome. There's a reason for that. FR definitely holding peaks causes you to feel sick to your stomach, headaches, and brings on anxiety to MSG. Krista, honey, if I eat some Chinese food or I mean any kind of Vietnamese food, any kind of that stuff that I would be going out and getting, I would be not. I'm not kidding you. I will eat that stuff and then nod out. It looks like I just smoked some heroin or something. I am not kidding you. That stuff has a very severe effect on me personally. And you know the thing is that for the longest time I didn't know that, but that's because I was all amped up having reactions to a billion other things, not a billion, but a lot of other things. So I was just keyed up all the time. Sound familiar? I was just reactive all the time. Sound familiar? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, we can take so much more control of what's going on than we have any idea about. Hey, sassafras. You have plenty of genetic issues, Sue. I understand that. I do. Joe says hi to Granny. You got an MS from your mom. Sue, I love you, honey baby, but MS does not get passed on. That's not how it works. See, that's another lie we've been told. What gets passed on is the genetics for it. But what turns it on is the environment that we're in. That turns those genes on. I know that. I know that for a fact. And FYI, man, vitamin D could really help a lot. I mean, but it's big amounts. The thing that really ticks me off is that we don't know that these things are turned on by the crap in our world, and then we can never get them to turn all the way off. So once these switches get flipped on for these quote unquote autoimmune diseases, which are just reactions to this toxic ass world that we live in, uh, in a lot of cases, they can't be all turned off again. They can be turned down a lot, a whole lot. So a lot of symptom relief could be had potentially, but I don't know because I haven't talked to you, personally. I just know all the information that I've learned, and I do listen. I have lots and lots and lots of friends in real life who have had and have dealt with autoimmune diseases, and I listen. I can't shut up about this. I'm not kidding. I always talk about this all the time. It's really annoying to some people in my life. Chad, he's asleep, but I'm serious. It's annoying to him because it doesn't matter what it is. What was it? He was trying to show me something yesterday. I don't know. He was trying to show me a meme about something, but it had some crap in it that had like fake color, and I was like, oh god, that's not. He was like, can you just laugh for one time? I'm like, I will laugh, but this is serious. That's not for human beings. This is just my life now. I just want you to feel better. I want everybody to feel better. Why? Because I think that that will make the world better. Honestly, I think too many of us are walking around on freaking edge all the time, and a lot of us don't even know necessarily why we're on edge all the time, or why there's a chip on our shoulder, or why we're in fear, or what. Well, because that's the way it's set up for you to feel. Seriously. Man, we can do better. We can do better, y'all. Holy crap, Mike! Do you even have thumbs anymore? Wow! Oh, Krista, you too. Argilla Sinacori. Oh, thank you. Angela, get some castor oil. Yeah, I have castor oil now too. I use castor oil. I use all kinds. Listen, y'all, I have a whole cabinet full of nothing but weeds. And I'm not talking about the weed. I have the weed too. Yes, of course. I always do. That's not what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about plant medicine. Whole cabinet full. You know what I've been treating Chad with for his little flu all week? Plant medicine. Seriously. Echinacea, mullein. I've been making teas for him all week. I've been sending him to work with a whole thermos full of this medicinal tea all week. And he has not taken a single kind of medicine. He hasn't had to take a single nothing. We don't even have that crap here anymore. I don't have Tylenol. I don't have ibuprofen. I have none of that crap. I have peroxide and alcohol. I don't even have bleach in my house. I don't. I changed how I do everything, y'all. It is crazy. But again, you got to do one thing at a time. Cheese and rice. Yo, proud you came back good because these my mods need help. They need assistance. Y'all, your thumbs must be really beat to death. I'm so sorry. I don't know who's in here saying what, but bro, it's a spirit of delusion. Oh, you know what? This whole thing is delusional. This whole thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get it, Krista? Oh, wow. You needed to go get gas. Proud. How many calories is a tablespoon of beef tallow? I don't know. And I don't care. I don't count calories. You shouldn't count calories. Mm-mm. Tell you what happens. when you eat something like actual real food, real food, what happens is you get satiated and you don't overeat. What? Yeah, it's a thing. It's, I swear to you, it's a thing. Or block from the chick. Yeah, y'all feel free to block them. I trust your judgments. Mm. Proud, right? I don't know. It was a lot of people, or just a whole lot of crappy comments. Lillian, hi there. Good morning, honey. You like your air fryer, blah, blah, blah. Mostly because it takes less kilowatts to run. Okay, now I'm 100%. I get that, Crystal. Yeah. I think I am very for only a wee bit. Hold on. I'm trying to get down here. Thanks to Music Lover. What the? I'm glad you figured it out. It was poison in your butt. Thank you, Krista. Thank you. I was lost. I'm telling you, y'all, I was preparing for my death. I'm not kidding you. I'm absolutely not kidding you. I had almost, I had just about almost given up completely entirely. I really had. It was so close. It was so close. But then my mom um, had her final days here, and that was eye opening because I was like, oh shit, like, I'm not far behind her. I'm really not far behind her. She wasn't very much older than me either. She was 18 years older than me. Um, and you know, that's another thing that until more recently, until fully understanding what was going on, I didn't really understand because I too thought I was afflicted with crappy genetics. But that is not at all what it is. That's not at all what it is. It's not how it works. It's not. It's not about your genes that you just get necessarily most of the times. For some very, very tiny little amount. Like I said, a total of 10% is actually less of human diseases are actually passed on genetically, like directly. Other things are activated. Well, I didn't know that. And if I spent my whole life watching my mom hiding a bag of freaking M&Ms in the crook of her chair and sucking on a bottle of Coca-Cola, well, what the hell do you think I learned how to do? And that's what happened. So even though my mom was also autistic and she didn't know, by the way, all of her diseases and stuff that she had, her heart diseases and circulatory problems, I mean, just so many, and there's no need to get into it right now. I'm still hadn't even finished my first cup of coffee. Um, but all of those things were it was behavior driven, and even she had no idea. She thought she knew what food was, and she would literally argue because at the end of her life I started being like, yo, have you actually had food? Like, what have you eaten today? M&Ms is not food, Mom. M&Ms is not food. um and she had a real addiction for carbs in and of itself. So that way of living, all those things, that's what I learned, and that's what happens. And it's so sad because when we think that it's just genetics, when we think it's just something that we have no control over, we give up and we give in. I mean, we do, but that's not. It's not that simple, and you can absolutely control what's happening. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's a whole new world. Do I watch football argument? No, not anymore. I used to watch football. I used to watch UFC. I used to. Well, I was into some UFC fight. I was like, yeah, get him, kill him. But I was also an angry person now. Even football, I watch football and I'm like, oh my God, he just looks like he got hurt. I don't like I just can't. My heart can't tolerate it. Also, football, all sports have become nothing but one big ass commercial. So at this point, I can't tolerate it. The real Rhonda Lee, what's going on? Nothing. We're just chatting. You love cast iron pans. That's what you use. Proud. I don't know. You might have put that in there an hour ago. It's Rogue. He inherited the cataracts from your side of the family. Mm. Okay, see, now that's a genetic thing. Genetic congenital cataracts. That's a thing. Yes. Stuff like that. That's separate and apart from what I'm speaking about. What I'm always on about and always talking to my friends and family. Well, not family. Y'all are my family. My biological family. They don't really have anything to do with me at all anymore, which is probably better for all people involved. I'm not like those people. I'm just not like them. Um, that's where the difference there lies. A lot of what we deal with is it's just learned behavior. It's the environmental things of what we eat, what we do, what activities we take part in or don't take part in. Um, that's part of our life training, and that's where things get turned on. But again, like, I thought it was all genetics. I thought I lost the genetic lottery. I was like, oh well, Dad had a quadruple bypass, heart attack, died of bone cancer. I'm clearly gonna die of one of these things. Mom had a lot of it too, so that's what I thought too. So, I had for the longest time I had just given in to the fact that this is what was going to happen no matter what. Well, that's crap. Nope. I'll not be dying anytime soon. Nope. I'm gonna be around for a long ass time, and I'm gonna annoy the crap out of some people too, because I will just keep on running my mouth about stop eating this poison ass food. Like, stop, and go outside, people. Oh my gosh. That's a whole other thing with the sun, because I thought the sun was scary too. The sun's not scary. It's so misunderstood, but it's also necessary. Just the things, man. Avocado oil. Oh yeah, Krista, avocado oil is really good for cooking at high temperatures. Yeah, I actually use avocado oil after I see to reseason when necessary any of my iron skillets. But I only have a couple. I'm not that great at it. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is really great, especially for skincare, and it actually handles pretty high temperatures. So, um, if you can tolerate the smell of actual coconut in cold pressed coconut oil, that's amazing. It's really good in these. I make these occasionally, these real special brownies, real special, real special, and I use coconut oil instead of like regular butter. So it's like a coconut chocolate brownie. It's freaking awesome. Sesame seed. Oh, I don't know a lot about sesame seed oil, Proud. I'm not going to tell you no kind of lies. I just don't know a lot about it. Maybe somebody else can educate me on that. I keep things real simple now. I have one bottle of olive oil that I've had for a long time, avocado oil, but honestly, mostly what I use is tallow for everything. I make lotion out of tallow. I use tallow in pastry. I use tallow to fry in. I use tallow to make now a new thing is bird soot cakes. Like, it's a whole thing. I cannot wait because I have to get it right before I share it with y'all though, because I'm messy. I'm not a terribly crafty person. I'm just not. But I'm doing a thing and it's really special. I can't wait. Anyways, coming up. You have a saying, if you don't use cast iron skillets, you can't cook. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Durham, Tutton, kangaroo meat is great. You've had kangaroo? I've heard that it's good, but we don't have a lot of kangaroos running around here in the U.S. So real olive oil and tallow is great. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you can get real olive oil, absolutely, and real beef tallow, oh my gosh, yes. I mean, you can spread it on your skin as a lubricant, and you can eat it, and it helps your brain. It helps everything. Oh my gosh, tallow is amazing. I heard. I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe y'all do. I heard though that Steak and Shake, um, which is some fast food joint, that they're going back to tallow or something, or using tallow for. I don't know if that's true, but if that is true, that is amazing. Though I do have questions about how. I've never looked into this before, but it does make me wonder how tallow actually holds up to those incredibly high temperatures repeatedly and for long periods of time. It does make me wonder about that. Because seed oil, let me say this real quick. Seed oils are really, really nice oils if you can get an organic cold pressed and you never add heat to it. Once you add heat to a seed oil, I'm sorry, but it's rank and it causes cancer. It just does. Don't eat it, I'm telling you. And again, I am not a medical professional of any kind. I'm just a human being who's really curious about what the hell it was that was trying to kill me in the world. And I have done so much research, it's not even funny. But not just the research, I have put this into practice. I have given my body what my body needs to heal itself, and it's happening. It's happening, people, I'm telling you. And I feel so much better than I ever have in my whole life. And I talk about this because I want to share this feeling with everyone. I do. I want the world to be a better place. And I realize that might sound naive, but I don't care. It's still what I want. And I'm going to do my part. And my part is to share what I know and just to love on y'all, because everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves consideration. Everybody deserves to be cared about. Everybody deserves to feel included. And that's not necessarily how things are set up out there. And I am not talking about a bunch of damn participation trophies. So if somebody's in here thinking some nonsense like that because it just popped in my head, just telling you, no, it's not like that. You cook most of your meats outside here in Australia. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. That is amazing. That is absolutely wonderful. Oh wow. One of these days. What the hell? Wow, proud. I'm sorry that you're caught. You had to do so much work in here. Wow. I don't know what lobby's about. Hold on. Sesame oil is high in healthy unsaturated fats and antioxidants. You like sesame oil, especially in stir fries? Awesome. Thank you for that information, Krista. Yeah, I don't use sesame oil. I think I may have used it maybe once or twice because I made pho, which is a um crap. No, I think it's Vietnamese. I'm not sure. Pho is really good, and it takes a long time to make. Very long time. It takes days and days for me to make it. A lot of yeah, a lot of supplements are petroleum derived. Sweet tooth, tooth, sweet tooth. Um, yeah, they are, and a lot of the supplements that are widely available are owned by pharmaceutical companies, and then there's a bunch that actually are owned by food companies. And I'm like, wait a minute, what are they taking it out of the food and putting it in a pill? Because that seems like a really good way to maximize your profits. You know what I'm saying? Funny part is you're giving Mike, you're giving people chances. Dang, people, it's Sunday. Have you no shame? He is. He gets him proud. He is a sniper. See, I talk about Mike and his abilities as that all the time. I told y'all, he's the bouncer that never let anybody get through. You can't come in here and screw around. He'll get you. Whack-a-troll. Proud says, Krista, Whack-a-troll, he'd have all the tickets. Yeah, you would. He is a good mod. He's an amazing mod, actually. Why would you want to put aluminum on your body? Oh, yeah, I don't. Not anymore. I used to. I didn't. Y'all know how dumb aluminum makes you? Actually, not just aluminum. And this is more rapid. Freaking fluoride. Fluoride makes you dumb as hell. It literally lowers the IQ, and it's even worse for children. So this is, see, it's a whole thing, Krista. It's a whole thing. I've had to change everything, and there's still a few things I have to change yet still, because I'll still use just Suave, but I still use like typical shampoo and conditioner. Um, that it's got stuff in it that doesn't need to be on my body. I know that, but then again, yeah, it's one thing at a time. You have to, for me, removing one thing at a time or changing one badass habit at a time. That's all that I can handle. Trying to do everything at once is not going to work for me personally. And I don't know. I don't think it'll work for a lot of people. But yeah, that whole, man, y'all, sunscreen with all its nanoparticle titanium and stuff, like, I don't use any of that crap. Nobody should use it. I don't care what anybody says. If you say that it's because the sun causes cancer, honey, you don't understand. You've been lied to. That's not what happens. That is not what's going on. And I'd love to talk to some of y'all. If you have questions about this, I'd love to talk to some of y'all face to face. And we can actually, oh yeah, you know what? If you join the channel membership and become a Peach Bud, we are going to be doing some private lives with the members here soon. And if y'all have questions about any of this, I'm going to tell you what I've learned. And then we're going to delete those lives, because we're going to actually talk about stuff that's really hard to be able to even share. Because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be done. We need to be able to protect ourselves. We can't protect ourselves if we don't have the proper information. Man, I'm telling you, the stuff we've been told is bullshit. Anyway, you were born in a high incident MS area of the world. You were, Sue? Aw. I know, proud he can't have thumbs. Mainly. Hey, mainly off-grid. Good morning. How you doing? We're just chit-chatting here. It's still very dark outside here in southeastern Virginia. So, and also, I intend to have Chad hopefully do the chickens this morning. I just want a day off. Just one morning. I just want one morning off. Aw, thank you, Randy. Brown Sugar, hi, how you doing? Stephen Fuller, aw, thank you. You too. Thank you. TSA Smith, hi from Iran. Wow, hi, how you doing? Iran? How you doing? Okay, this is true. Aw, thank you. I'm trying to say this one more time. Hold on. I'm sorry, but this was good. Sweet tooth. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Thank you. She. I'm not sure if you're a guy or a girl based on your name, but this is truly wholesome. You needed this, and you subscribed. That's so cool. Mike, you think he's got a cover? Yeah, you don't have a chance. Proud. He's like. Oh. Oh, you're trying to give Mike some relief. That's so sweet. I meant to say Peach has a setup as mods for. Yes. Yes, I do. And also because I can't. I'm telling you, man, if I see them comments, I'm so off track. I don't even remember where I was headed to. I really don't like, huh? What? Like some things people be throwing you for a loop. Sometimes I'm in other people's lives and I'm like, oh, I can't believe that person said that. Like, why? Why? Why would somebody do that? Man, I was naive. Darn typos. What? Krista, you're always useful. Stop it, lady. Mike, he had to go for a thermos refill. Well, also, I'm not sure, but we have another. Me and Mike have another friend, a mutual friend. Can't stop walking but loves moan and cruising. And if he went live today, Mike's his main mod. He's really good. I'm telling y'all, Mike also is just he's a good friend to people, and you can tell that he is. Before I got to know him at all, he was just always there for his friends. I could see he was always there, always there. I was like, wow, that's a solid person. And listen, I came into YouTube a complete YouTube virgin, if you will. Like I did not know. I did not know. I didn't even know it was a year and a half ago when I stumbled upon Miss T with the Teach channel and they were doing a live um where she actually said I dropped a link. I dropped the link in the chat if you'd like to join the live. I followed that link and it's the first time I ever actually knew people were really live. I thought that was all recorded. I did not know. I did not know. And I was already putting videos on here at that point, but I did not know. You had to refill your water, Mike? Yeah, a lot of trolls. Oh, yeah. Your wife has autism and has a hard time regularly eating. Oh man, that sucks. What's the issue? Is it a textural issue or does your wife just not have any appetite? Like is there other are there other problems involved that are preventing her from eating or is it just you think maybe autism related? Because people who are on the spectrum um well, a lot of times they're called very particular, but it's not a choice. It's not a choice that the person's making. People used to tell me all the time I overreacted to sounds and things. Listen. I hear things people don't necessarily hear, and there's things that are loud. That are to me, they're loud in a completely different way. So something like that absolutely translates for your taste buds as well. And even scents can be so overwhelming. Oh my gosh, I can't barely go out in public anymore. I'm like, what the hell are all y'all rolling around in this stuff? Like so much perfume and so many smells. Oh, I can't hardly. I'm telling y'all. Billy D, she still got it. Good morning. Hey, Jane. Good morning, honey. Proud teen. Hey, you got your delete finger warmed up, Krista. Do I eat meat, Shane? Oh God, yes. Oh my God, yes. We're huge meat eaters up around here. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. I don't eat poultry anymore. I eat fish and I eat beef and I eat pork. Yeah, and I think beef is the best number one healing food people can regularly get their hands on. Hold on. Grass fed, grass finished beef is the best. I don't know what they're selling at that big box store that's blue, but that is not meat. That's not meat. I don't know what. I'm just saying. Trophy. I look healthy. Thank you, Nick. Naturopath, not a real doctor. You know what, Carly? Yeah. So here's the thing. In the early 1900s, the reformation of the American Health Association, it was funded by Procter and Gamble to be created and go out there in the world and make a mockery of the only doctoring anyone had ever known, and that was all naturopaths. Every bit of health was done in a natural way. And then there were surgeries until the AMA and their big fake ass PR campaign against these things, where the world was basically convinced through the same kind of brainwashing we are all experiencing right now, TV, radio, news, that that stuff was quackery. Honey, it wasn't quackery. You're not a chemical. If you want to believe their crap, go ahead, but don't come in here spreading your lies because that's a lie. That's a lie. I promise you. Naturopaths, much better choice than a regular MD all day, every day. Thank you for that, Tiki. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You need some of these espresso brownies. Krista, honey, come down here to Virginia. I have a whole lot of special brownie ingredients for you if you want some. I promise you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You heard, proud. Ma'am, you have a Walmart. You have a question. Okay, what's your question? You get special bread. Oh, good for you, Sue. You get yourself some special brownies too. Yeah, yeah. You can ask away. What do you want to be when you grow? When I grow up? Hmm. I don't know. And you know what? Maybe one day I actually will grow up, but that day ain't today. Nope. Ah, madam. Oh, hey, Yellow. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Tina Marie. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? I'm so sorry. I have no idea how far I am down here. Hold on. Be patient. Yeah, I'm slightly. I'm only slightly. Okay, you want pee. Mike, you want to be me when you grow up so you can play with the goosies? I will absolutely trade you. Mike, please come down here and do it for me in April. That freaking Sebastian, he's so mean. I'm telling you, y'all. Wait till you see this. I didn't never let nobody see it before because I was so embarrassed. And I'm like, whatever. People need to be able to see how ridiculous this life is. Because I didn't plan to live out here in the country. I didn't plan to have chickens. I didn't plan to grow food because I didn't know shit about any of it. This all just kind of happened accidentally at first. And so it's a whole new world. And I just only started learning it when I was 52. And you can too. I'm telling y'all, man, you can live a life that looks nothing like anything you have ever been a part of. If that's what you so choose to do, you really, really, really can. Man, David, oh my gosh, dude, it's supremely early where you're at. Hi there, my friend. Good morning. Okay, how far down am I? I'm trying, y'all. I tend to be okay with the oils that civilizations yeah, that the older civilizations used. Oh, then the U.S. even, Jane? Oh, girl. Okay. Oh, you might know some stuff too. Brian B. Good morning to you, sir. Hold on. Thanks for the laugh, Pete. You do have. Okay, see you later, PMC. Sir, dude, you're not gonna believe this, but 420 has even yet to arrive here at our household today. Can y'all believe it? Oh crap! I've been up here talking, running my mouth for an hour and a half. Yep. What to tell you? I can run. Essential oils for scent if I like smells. Yeah. And you know what? I have such a high sensitivity to scents that I just use regular like whole plants at this point. Like when I make all my own lotions and things, Krista, I literally use plant matter. I infuse like my flour into my tallow. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, because you can infuse all the flour into tallow. All of it. The special brownies. Oh, honey. Um, Let me get down here. Chad's still asleep, David, but I will tell him you said hi. In the time your wife showed you a creep. 12 trolls in what? Wow. Okay. Hey, guitar professionals. Happy Sunday, everybody. I came up here to have coffee with friends and chit chat, and oh my gosh, I have really run my mouth, haven't I? I hadn't even finished my coffee. What kind of crap is this? An hour and a half. You know this cup of coffee cold as hell. Mm-hmm. Ugh. I'm gonna heat that up. On the stove, not the microwave. I'm learning. Y'all, I'm learning. I'm trying to get that microwave out of my house. I'm on Eastern time. And also I was up really early. Guitar professionals. I woke up at 4 and I'm just looking out the window at all this crazy cold fog. And I was like, I'm not gonna do the chickens today. I wonder if anybody's up. And actually my friend GT Jr. was, and I don't know what happened, but his live ended. So I was like, I'm gonna make coffee and go live. So look what happens when I didn't have a plan. Oh, is your name James Guitar Professionals? The Guitar Professionals? Is that your actual name? That'd be cool to know your name. I'm trying. Wow, y'all, so many trolls up in here. Oh my word. Mike is Mike is beyond a solid dude, Jane. Nature knows. And Mike's house is a nature oasis. I trust nature all day. I trust them. Okay. Astute. What? The astute Taurus was in here? Hi, good morning. David, yes, sir. I'm sorry. Listen, I've been on a thing. I've been on a whole rant thing. I'm so sorry, my dear friend. Oh wow! If accidentally timed out, if you accidentally got timed out, you can come back in 5 minutes. But it probably wasn't an accident. Mike is a killer, man. He's a killer, y'all. Wow. Ollie's second channel. It's so cold in America. It's supposed to get down to 20 degrees. I know. What is going on? I saw the forecast, and this Friday overnight is going to be 18 all the way down here in Virginia. Oh my gosh, y'all, the center of the country. Oh, Krista, I cannot eat. How the hell do y'all live up there in Canada? Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't know that I can even breathe the air of the temperatures that you get sometimes. Ooh. Caillou does the internet. Caillou, is that Caillou? Is that Caillou does the internet? Oh my gosh, I hope I got that right. That's pretty cool. Tiki, oh, thank you for the gift. Comment anyone's appearance. If you comment on anyone's appearance, Mike says you'll be banned. Just saying. Why would you go to a live that you could be banned at any time? I don't know. Baba's special brownies. You don't say. Yes, I do say. Yes, they're very special brownies. I live in the state of Virginia. Look up. Some stuff is legal here, y'all. That guy used the same attitude. Oh, Avatar for. See, I do not even know that. I'm glad you know these things, Mike. Oh, y'all just you're watching your wild yard bunny on your security cam. Oh God, dang it! Oh, in the snow too. Oh, I'm sorry you still have snow though. Plant matter is where you get the essential oils. Yes, ma'am. You got me, Krista. You got me right. Oh. Okay, if you can't, I love this. I think I got to the bottom. I did. When Mike says, if you can't control your intrusive thoughts, don't expect that to be banned. Randy says, I can't hold it anymore. I can't hold it in anymore. I like turtles. It feels good to be out of the closet. Congratulations, Randy. We're all behind you. You just stumbled into the exact right live. We're turtle people too. That was adorable. I loved that. I loved that. Thank you so much. Wow, what a great way to come to the end of this, y'all. That was freaking awesome, right, Krista? Randy. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. That is probably one of the best comments I've seen on any of my lives ever. That was freaking funny. All right, yeah, Krista, I'm going to jump off too. I have to do things and stuff and, wake people up and all those things. But my gosh, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with my little... the disco ball. Oh, Mike, that is so cute. That laughing disco ball was adorable. Oh my gosh, dude, thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me this Sunday morning. I really did enjoy talking and chit-chatting and watching all the sniping going on in the chat, y'all. Randy, thank you so much. All right, y'all, I will see you next time. It will be tomorrow morning for sure, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll go do the chickens unless it's raining. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Do that on purpose. Love yourself, people. Be kind to each other. I love you. Have a wonderful one. Bye, bye, bye. Bye.